Hello, everyone. I know this is a bit strange for the channel. I mainly only try and do like entertainment stuff now. I haven't really talked to you guys in probably like a year or so. I haven't really addressed you guys directly. So if this sounds a little unnatural, it's because I've got a brand new mic. I just spent 30 minutes trying to figure it out. It's 7:30 a.m. Trying to do this before my son wakes up after my 5 a.m. workout. So I'm a little out of breath as well. It's just a load of factors, so if you could cut me some slack, I'd really appreciate it. But if there are any recommendations to make it sound a little bit better, please let me know. But to kind of jump right in and explain what's going on, I am now part of the DIY Tuber competition. If you don't know what that is, basically it's a 12-week competition with 3 other contestants. We're sent free products, we're doing challenges to post videos, things like that. And so I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about me, I guess. As weird as that sounds, especially to me, I guess I just wanted to talk to you guys, kind of let you know who I am more and what's been going on with the channel, what's the plan with the channel. You know, I've been doing this for close to 5 years now. I've had the channel for quite a while, and lately things have been a little bit slower, you know, posting wise and stuff like that. And I just kind of want to address a few things, or if you don't know who I am, then I'll give you a little bit better of an idea. But either way, yeah, I just wanted to kind of jump right in, give you an idea of what's going to be happening and who am I. So as of right now, I'm 23. I've been doing this for a few years now. Financially, it's a side hobby, but to me, it's a full-time gig. Especially when you live in a town where you can walk from one end to the other with maybe 10 minutes, and you have to travel 15-20 minutes to get to any grocery store. It's bound to happen. But I do love to detail when I can. Right now I'm a stay-at-home dad with my 2-year-old, while my fiance goes and works for us during the days, and then I go and detail whenever I can. One of the most common questions would probably be, why did I start detailing? And full transparency, I started out of fear. For basically all my life, I was told, like, college is the path. You're going, like, you need to go to college in order to make something of yourself. And so that's what I stuck to. I didn't know that there was any other option. And so when that time came, just a few months before I was set to go, it really set in. I really started to panic. That's when I finally realized that's not what I want to do. Like, I had no idea what I was even going for. I was just going for business. It seemed like the right path, but I was definitely one of those people who tried way too hard in high school and got burnt out right before college. But I couldn't help but be a little scared to go 3 hours away to a new college by myself, start this new life, and especially coming from a town that has like 500 people. So it was a little scary. It was definitely starting to sink in. There's pros and cons to it, but surprisingly, my roommate never showed up. So for an entire semester, I was alone. I had no roommate, I didn't hang out with people, I didn't do sports, I didn't join any clubs. And that's when I really made the conscious decision that I had to get out. I can't do this. You know, I'm just here sitting alone, collecting debt, and I still don't know what I want to do. I'm not having any fun. I was like, I have to figure out a way to make money and get out of here, because I have no idea what I want to be. And so for a few months before then, is really when I was always watching The Detail Geek, things like that, just for fun. I had my own car, my dad took care of his vehicles, and I don't know anything mechanic-wise, so maybe I can relate to my dad by learning how to cosmetically make my car better. And so that's kind of where it stemmed from initially. And so I was already watching videos, I was entertained by it online, and so in that time alone, I sat down and reflected on my skills to figure out what I could do, what I could possibly justify going home after the semester and moving forward with a plan. Or should I say lack thereof skills, because I boiled it down to basically nothing that could really apply that I wanted to do. And so that's what I chose. I didn't have any other I don't want to say skills, but yeah, essentially I didn't have any other skills to just grow upon. So that's where it came out of. I spent all that alone time trying to learn, trying to plan, trying to make this business plan. Because I knew in a matter of weeks, I was getting out. I had to go home. I was going home, I was driving 3 hours basically every weekend just to go home because I did not want to be there. It was so alone. I was so out of my element. I had terrible social anxiety. So I wasn't trying to necessarily better the situation that much either. But I needed that. I needed that fear. I needed to get out of my comfort zone in order to realize I wanted to do something myself. I actually worked at a factory before that, and I didn't make it 2 weeks. Like, I applaud people who can work at factories like that because I can't turn my brain off for 12 hours. I'm just wear earplugs. I can't do it. And so I knew I wanted to do something for myself. I knew I wanted my own schedule because I work best when my creative juices are flowing, as gross as that sounds. Like, it could hit me at 1 a.m. and I'll start making thumbnails. Or it could be 2 in the afternoon. Like, it comes and goes, and I want to be able to jump on that opportunity when it arrives. So I made a plan over those few months, and I went home. And I knew I had to go all in because I was a kid who went to college for a semester and already gave up on it, came home. And so I knew I had to prove to everybody. If not them, I had to prove to myself that I was worth something, that I was worth coming home, and I had to make it work. I had to show that I could make money, that I could live off of this, that I was doing something with myself so nobody would try and make me go back. And so with that motivation, I think that's really what compelled me to keep going. Like I said, this is close to year 5 of doing this, and it's still kind of like a side gig financially, but it's still like that's success to me though. Like, I have made money from it. I've been happy from it. I've been able to support my family from it. Like, I have a lovely fiance who, she didn't have a job at the time. I didn't have a job, and we just lived off of what I could do here and there. And so I'm so thankful. I owe detailing so much. It felt like it saved me from a prison of sorts of just collecting debt, being alone, and it put food on the table literally for me and my now fiance. And if that wasn't motivation enough, we have a son together now, and I've spent so long building this up that I don't plan on giving up on it anytime soon. It's pretty clear that posting on the channel has gone back a little bit, but that is mainly due to me moving locations, and now I'm strictly working outside. Like, I went from being in a nice, somewhat heated garage to completely outside. I basically restarted just a few months ago. And it's almost kind of the same thing that happened with me going to college. I had to really be put in this uncomfortable situation to really grow and make the most of it. Because now I'm happier than ever detailing. I've got this, like, I'm on my own regimen. I don't have to worry about these other people being too loud in the garage and stuff. Like, although, like, weather sucks and all that, and things are a little more detailed in that sense, waiting for the perfect day and all that, and new techniques, it really did ignite a newfound passion for detailing for me. So although I haven't been posting quite as much because I'm still learning and getting used to these new environments, my love for detailing is still there. And it definitely did waver. That restart did waver and make me wonder, could I keep doing this? Could I make money from it and support my family? Like, is this worth it, or should I just find something else? And I have had part-time jobs, and I would be at one right now if their business didn't close. That really put a damper on things as well. So there's been a lot of life changes like that, and they all happened around the same exact time. But back to kind of what's going on now. After rambling, I know I've rambled a lot. I've been nominated to be part of this competition for DIY Tuber. I can safely say that I have been on an uphill climb of passion and being just reinvigorated with detailing. I got a phone call from Ivan LaCroix, and that right there, he could have called me and told me, like, why did you even apply? Like, you've got nothing to show. Like, you shouldn't even be a part of this. And I think it would have had the same exact effect him calling and telling me that I'm part of the competition did. Because when I tell you I was, like, he called me and I have been motivated ever since. Like, it just lit a fire in me to be acknowledged. Because I know a lot of people can relate, and especially with the pressure I had to prove myself, it can really take a toll when everyone around you is like, oh, you're just washing cars, cool, like, you should, that's just what teenagers do. You're like, is that really what you're gonna do with yourself? And it's hard because as much as you don't want it to, that definitely takes a toll. Like, that definitely leaves a little bit of an imprint inside. But hearing Ivan call and tell me that I was nominated, that these professionals saw my work and they wanted to help me out, they wanted to help me out, they wanted to send me stuff, that was enough. Like I said, he could have told me to never watch their videos again, and I think I would have been just as motivated. I went to bed at 11 last night, woke up at 4:40 because I couldn't sleep, and went and worked out, and I haven't stopped thinking about it, and that's why I had to hop on here and just kind of update everybody on things and just be a little more personal. So part of the competition is posting 12 videos a week with 2 shorts on the same week, which is actually the same exact schedule I had a few years ago when I really dove deep into detailing. I was a security guard for a little bit when I found out we were going to have our son. And there I would work second to third shift, and there would be hours where nothing was going on at all. And although I was making money, I felt like I was just wasting away. You know, I had avidly worked out, but I was eating snacks that I would never eat before, just something easy to pack in a lunchbox. I'd order large Papa John's pizzas and eat them by myself just because I could. It was almost like I was in college again. Like, I was just alone for hours again and just not doing anything. And so that's when I really started to post, because I needed a creative outlet. And I was already trying to record myself because I wanted to watch back my own work to see what I was doing wrong and to improve upon anything. And so since I was sitting there for so long, I decided, I was like, let's just post. I watch so many people post right now. Let's just try this out and see what I can do. And if I have any experiences I can share that may help someone in a similar situation, then that would be fantastic. Or on the opposite end, I love to hear everybody's different methods. And yeah, this industry can be confusing because there's so much discourse and there's so many different methods people use. But that's also what I love. I love always learning about something new. I love how it's always evolving. So I want other detailers to comment on my quote-unquote entertaining videos. I hope they're entertaining. But I want them to comment on them and tell me their practices so I can either implement them or share them with others or just compare them to my own. Like, if someone tells me that they don't think I'm doing something right and this is how they did theirs, then that's constructive criticism. Like, I will apply that, I'll test it out, or it's just cool to see how other people do things. And for those who just watch the channel for entertainment purposes, I want them to tell me what they find most interesting with detailing, because I want to be able to provide that. I'm out there detailing anyways, and I find it fun to make these ASMR videos and such, so let's do it. So I'm all for any input that anyone has. But I know I've rambled, this has probably been all over the place, but long story short, I'm part of the DIY tuber competition. I'll be posting over the next 12 weeks. I'm back on track. I'm more passionate and motivated than ever before. I've really missed talking to you guys just one-on-one. I want to hear your thoughts more. Like, this is our channel. Like, this is basically a portfolio for my business. And that's also why I haven't been quite as personal with it. Like, I have... it's nerdy, but I have another account where I've let a lot of my creative output go, and that's where I've let a lot of my personality shine. But yeah, I really do want to apply that over these next few weeks as well. I want to be more personal on this channel. I want this to be our channel. I want people to tell me how they detail, why they detail, what they like about detailing. I want them to tell me what they enjoy for these videos that I make. And maybe I'll get back into the voiceovers like I used to do. I used to share my experiences and my tips that I had growing, which that's one of those things I kind of cut back on. But if that's what people want, then that's what I'll do again. So yeah, it all boils down to I'm part of this event. I'll be posting more. I'm excited to be back more than ever. And just a little bit about me. There's probably a few things I missed, but I also just wanted a practice run speaking before I'm potentially interviewed over the next coming weeks and talk to you guys through their channels. So if you have any questions just about me, about what's going to be happening, just feel free to let me know. But yeah, I just wanted a little practice run to tell you about myself before things start evolving and growing, especially because I'll probably stutter on those interviews as well and not get my point across very clearly, which is kind of like this video as a whole. So yeah, I've rambled enough. I'm sweating. This is awkward. But yeah, this is something I can look back on, see how much I've grown. This is something for people who, if anyone does come over to the channel and are interested to know more about me in the coming weeks, this is a little awkward introduction, I suppose. But I appreciate those who have taken the time to listen. I really appreciate anyone who takes the time to give it a look at in these coming weeks. I'm really grateful for this opportunity and excited to be so close with the DIY team. And yeah, I've probably rambled enough. There's probably going to be so much to cut through. I'm probably going to have to skip so much I said. I probably didn't say the right things, but we're working on it. I want to grow with you guys. But yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.